organizing? Because in my mind, if people have more money, if they have better health care, they'll make better consumer choices, better companies will have better practices, and bigger businesses won't dominate political field.
Okay, so like, you know, most of our support, most of our people come from the poorest places in the world. Those mostly are poor, black, brown, Asian, young. That's who our coalition is. One of the things they've realized is that if we don't stabilize the economy, there's a possibility for development to nil. If the bridge keeps washing away every year in a flood, there's no way you ever develop anything in your. And the key is to figure out how to allow people to lead decent, dignified lives without becoming consumers in a kind of Western scale. I think more money is not the only bottom line we got to look at. We got to look at the things people need: food, shelter, medical care, all those sort of things, and figure out how to provide them in ways that don't require burning a lot of coal. And it's not easy.
It's not easy.
Coal's the easiest thing we got to do. You know, we got to figure out something.
And the one thing that you're saying is living a decent lifestyle, and that I think can really correlate well with human rights.
Absolutely. And most of the people, you know, who work with us around the world aren't what you would think of themselves as environmentalists. They're working on human rights, they're working on food issues, they're working on women's issues, they're working on public health. They're working on all the things that you can't have in a destabilized planet. They're working on all the things that aren't happening in Pakistan this fall because everybody's just focused on survival.
But in the United States, it seems to be completely different. That trying to mobilize our supporters, it's hard to go beyond the environmental community and people who think of themselves as environmentalists. How do we get low-income people, people of color, people who might be supporters in other countries but in the United States don't see this as an urgent issue?
Well, I think that's, you know, a lot of that's happening too. I mean, the polling data indicates, in fact, that the people with the strongest desire to take action on climate change are Hispanic and African Americans in the United States. Yeah.
I'd like to see that.
There's been a lot of new polling data just even in the last few weeks. Yeah. Well, partly it reflects the fact that, you know, those are constituencies that still are thinking about someone other than themselves. In a political, you know, 60% of white Americans are voting Republican at the moment in our country, and not thinking about anyone other than themselves. You know, so on we go.
So, yeah, that's an organizing opportunity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Check out Green for All, our great colleagues who do fantastic work in precisely those kind of communities. All right.
Thank you very much.
Take care.